Have you ever wondered why Judaism, Christianity, and Islam seem so different, yet share so many similarities? For centuries, people have noticed that these three major religions often teach similar values, honor many of the same figures, and emphasize compassion and justice. Historical figures, and tell stories that sound remarkably alike. At the same time, disagreements between their followers have sometimes led to conflict and division. To understand this connection, we need to travel back thousands of years into history. Historians often group the world's religions into different families based on their origins. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam belong to a family commonly known as the Abrahamic religions. The name comes from Abraham, a respected figure whose history deeply influenced these faiths. Legacy plays a significant role in all three traditions. According to these faiths, Abraham devoted his life to worshiping one God and became an example of faith and obedience. Because of this shared connection, many people view Judaism, Christianity, and Islam as spiritual relatives that grew from the same historical roots. One of the strongest similarities among these religions is belief in a single creator. While followers may use different names and understand certain teachings differently, all three traditions emphasize devotion to one supreme God. Another common element is the belief that God guided humanity through messengers and prophets. Many figures respected in one religion also appear in the sacred traditions of the others. Prophets such as Moses and Jesus are known across multiple Abrahamic faiths, although their roles and significance may be interpreted differently. These religions also emphasize moral responsibility, prayer, charity, compassion, and accountability for one's actions. Throughout history, believers have been encouraged to care for others, seek justice, and live according to divine guidance. Fasting is another tradition that appears in all three faiths, while the practices vary in timing and method. Fasting is often seen as a way to strengthen self-discipline, gratitude, and spiritual reflection. Ritual purity and preparation before worship are also important themes. Different communities developed their own customs for cleansing and preparing themselves before prayer and religious ceremonies. Many scholars point out that greetings of peace are deeply rooted in all three traditions. Expressions wishing peace and well-being upon others have been passed down through generations and remain important parts of religious culture today. Despite their shared origins, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam developed along different historical paths. Over time, each faith formed its own scriptures, traditions, laws, and theological teachings. These differences helped shape unique religious identities that continue to influence billions of people around the world. Yet history also reminds us of something important. These religions share more connections than many people realize. Their stories intersect, their roots reach back to many of the same historical figures, and their followers have contributed enormously to human civilization. Understanding these shared roots does not erase the differences between the religions, but it can help us better appreciate how deeply connected their histories truly are. The story of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is not only a story of differences, it is also a story of common heritage, shared traditions, and humanity's long search for faith, meaning, and purpose.